And we're back, guys. Welcome to Chocolate Tangerine on Power 108.9. We are talking to the amazing Courtney Freeman, and she is just telling us the background behind White Buffalo. Can you briefly tell that again? Because that story is so incredibly interesting. Tell us the origin of the name White Buffalo.
Yeah, I feel called. I feel called to really participate in something pretty big. I take it seriously. White Buffalo is the Lakota Sioux legend of White Buffalo calf woman. For those of you with indigenous roots here in the North America or South America, you might know about this story. But essentially, White Buffalo calf woman came and visited the Lakota Sioux people, and she taught them the 7 sacred rites. You might have heard of the Vision Quest or the Sweat. These are those rites. Some of those are still practiced today, most of them. And she spent some time with them. She gave them a peace pipe called White Buffalo Peace Pipe and a sacred bundle, which has been handed down through the generations. And before she left, this is the abridged version.
Okay.
Before she left, she said that she would return again when the earth is in dire need. And when she did, she would bring healing to the planet and unity to the people. And the harbinger of her return, the earth sign, would be the birth of a rare white bison, a natural anomaly. And with the buffalo apocalypse, I would say to you that the chances of a white bison being born today are far surpass what would have been before the apocalypse of 1890.
Okay.
We went from 100 million buffalo across the plains to 500. 500.
Wow.
Now I think we're something closer to 40,000. Some are livestock, some are in reserves. And the significance comes in that we did have the birth of a white bison. There was Big Medicine, and then later there was Miracle. And by 2012, there was a herd of white bison. More recently, I met a man who told me that they migrated a herd of 21 bison to, I believe, Ohio. Mm-hmm. So in my estimates and just doing some research, I think that they number somewhere in the range of 100 white bison now. And our mantra is the time has come, because we believe this time is upon us. We believe that the Rainbow Warriors are incarnating to bring unity to the planet and healing and consciousness surrounding how we treat this living organism that we live upon.
Because we have not been treating her very well. So this is great. I thought that was such an interesting story. So I'm glad you told it and you added more detail. So that is awesome. So let's get back to you developing your products, because I think that's super interesting. With global expansion of cannabis, I think skincare is something that people really don't pay attention to. And so how is that process going with you manufacturing your product, working with a global manufacturing plant? Do you guys use GMP, practices? How does that work?
Well, one, I want to do a shout out to House of Earth in Marietta.
Okay. Marietta.
Where you can find our White Buffalo Spirit products. Marietta, y'all.
Okay.
And then I want to tell you that CBD skincare is a projected $1.7 billion market by 2025. It's huge. CBD is an antioxidant like no other. We have a U.S. patent that says just that. It's great for warding off free radicals, keeping our skin fresh and youthful. And it also helps with a number of skin ailments. So it's highly beneficial. It's great, highly beneficial. It's great for our skin, and there's a lot of possibilities in terms of what we can create and how we can apply serums. There's a number of products already on the market. Globally, I worked with a global cannabis medicinal manufacturer.
Okay.
They are producing CBD oils now, but in terms of, there's a few spots around the world, like Australia, Canada, that are really embracing CBD. China is really more in the textile area. They do have a focus on CBD products, but they'll probably really, according to my research, they're not going to reach the heights that we will.
Of course.
In the United States with our CBD products. Sephora has gone from a strange CBD mascara. I don't know why you'd want that necessarily. No offense to anybody. I love the ingenuity.
Right.
But then there's also skincare products more recently that have been introduced just, I think, the last 6 months. So it's hitting the market. I've seen CBD skincare products at Target.
Absolutely.
It did not make headlines again. The last time it made headlines they took it off the shelves, and now we don't see headlines anymore. Now it's everywhere. It's at the Vons, Safeway. You can go to a kiosk.
I was at Sprouts. It's a whole section in Sprouts.
It's at the grocery store.
It's at the grocery store.
Let it be known. CBD is at the grocery store, y'all.
You can pick up everything at the grocery store now. And that's how it's going to be. That's how normalized I envision it being.